Thank you for joining us today for the virtual Sunday service with the Center for Creative Living. CCL, a charter of the Universal Church of the Master, has served and supported the spiritual needs of its community here in the Bay Area for over 20 years.
So, good morning. Welcome. It's so great to have you here. And we have a lot of people that are out doing different things. Our wonderful Reverend Dr. Janet Childs is in Pennsylvania today. Our wonderful Reverend Dr. Eileen is at another church who needed a minister, so she's over there helping them. And I'm so excited to announce tomorrow he is going to be, he said he's not taking Janet's place. He's just here to give us some music. So I'm so glad to have him here. And, thank you. And Rick, raise your hand so people know that we got a good-looking man in the house. There we go. And Tammy, would you raise your hand? And yay, Tammy, welcome. These are new people, and we want you to know that you're welcome. Whatever faith, whatever belief, whatever sexual orientation, and whatever food choices you like, you're welcome here. We're very accepting of everything. You know, we've had so many banquets or areas that we celebrated, and the food choices were, you know, gluten-free, vegan, and it just went on, and I realized that's a part of acceptance too. It's not just the color of people's skin, it's also their dietary choices and needs. And so when you look at that, we're such a complex group just in this room because we're like a microcosm of everything that's going on. So if you meet somebody who has a different belief than you do, sit and listen. You'll be amazed when you can learn something new. How many of you like learning new things? Is that something? Okay, and next week, Amina, could you raise your hand, Amina? Is going to be speaking about why Muslims fast during Ramadan. And is it okay that I mentioned she's Islamic? And so we like to have people of different faiths come and share their faith. Because as we know, there's one creator and a lot of different prophets. And whoever your other person that you're interested in, bring your knowledge and your belief here and share it with us. Yeah, that's the only way we can grow.
And we have a Christian doing Easter.
We have a Christian doing Easter. We have, but I'm one of everything. I was baptized Episcopalian and went through a lot of different religions, and my folks were Baha'i, and they got divorced, and my mom married a fellow who was Jewish. So I can honestly say that you can be in touch with all the different religions and find the good in every single one of them. And that's what we're here to talk about. And today, I noticed Lani had a handout. I hope each one of you got a handout. And also that there's coffee in the kitchen. So if you're sitting here and all of a sudden you're having a lack of caffeine attack, sneak into the kitchen and get a cup of coffee, okay? So what I would like to do this morning is start out with asking if there's anybody who has a birthday this week.
Oh, I do.
Oh, you do, Joan. You do, Christine. And I don't see my beads.
Where are they?
Annie, do
I
we
guess
know?
your ladies have to go get those too, huh?
Yeah. Annie is our associate pastor, so today she's been associating. She's been running around here, and she's going to get the beads. We like to celebrate birthdays because that's one day of the year that is just yours. If any of you have ever been to some of my small birthday parties, last year was only 55 people during a pandemic, wasn't it? For me, I am so glad I've been born. I'm so glad I'm here that we celebrate my birthday in all sorts of exciting ways. Because I feel that each one of you is important and should be honored on your birthday. So we have beads, and here we go. And Annie, you might want to stay right here and see what kind of color they want. Okay, Joan, what color would you like?
I'll have green.
Okay, here we go. You want to come up and get it, or do you want to sit there and let our associate pastor?
I can always run it to you, Joan.
I'm going to say yes.
Yay! Yay for Joan.
Okay, and Christine.
Looks like we have cake for the birthday people.
Blue. Okay, here we go. Thank you.
I got it.
All righty.
And then Gabrielle brought the 2 cakes.
Cake, yay!
Oh, wow.
Cake for.
Danny needs it.
Okay. And thank you.
Birthday time. Good morning.
And keep thinking about how exciting it is to have a birthday. Yes, Joan, you wanted to say something?
Saying yes is a new talent that I've learned.
Yay!
Yes.
So I'm saying yes.
Yay! Thank you. Okay.
Anything else?
Any other announcements we have? Anything coming up you want to mention, or anything exciting? Yes, Joan?
I'm going to come up there.
Oh, you are? Oh, come on up.
Come on up, birthday girl.
I'm going to say yes to coming up.
You're going to say yes, why?
To coming up there.
Okay.
A friend of mine, Jeannie Lyons, who's a certified hypnotherapist, does a past life regression club the first Saturday of each month. And it's, I think it's 5 o'clock. I have 3 flyers here that I'll put out if you're interested in that. I'll give you one, okay? The second thing is I write a weekly column about spiritual aspects of wealth and money. And we're in the sign of Aries. So each time we go into a new sign, we have new energy. So this month is, and I write like 3 on the sign. So this is a copy of my article that's in the CCL newsletter each week. And this is about Aries and having new energy and approaching new ideas about wealth and building wealth and just how you're stimulated into wonderful new projects. It doesn't mean you'll finish them.
Oh, darn. There you go.
It just means it's a start. That you have something new and exciting and wonderful coming into your life. And so anyway, that's what this is about. I have 3 of these also. It is available in the CCL newsletter. So, but if you want one of these 3 copies, let me know.
Oh, wonderful.
And there's, yay!
Thank you, Joan. And if you don't get the CCL Insights, it comes out every week, sometimes on Thursday, sometimes on Friday. And so if you don't, please see Corky. Corky, if you would raise your hand. The lady in the plaid top here, she's in charge of the CCL Insights, and it tells you what's going on here. And I write a column, Joan writes a column, and so does Tamara Bell. So we'd like for you to. It's very interesting. And if you're interested in astrology, both Tamara and Joan do a really good article every week about.
And there's a card. If you're not getting the CCL Insights, fill out the card.
There's a card over there for you to fill out.
And please leave it in the donation box.
Okay, the donation basket when it comes around. Okay, thank you so very much. Now,
Oh, Amina would like to speak, please.
come on, stand up, Amina. All right. Are you coming all the way up here?
Well, because I want to
Mask off, please.
Take off your mask.
I want to officially thank our pastors and our co-pastors, Dottie and Corky.
So the people on Zoom can hear.
There you go. Dottie and Corky and I have been doing, almost a year of a live cast, proper term, live cast. And we are on a national station. They just went nationally last year, and I have been lucky enough to be the co-host with the founder, and I have invited them long ago to come. So if you would really like to know about hypnosis in detail, this Friday, Corky will be sharing some more details on what it's like, who can benefit from it, and all these types of things. And of course, Dottie talks about what she does and the trajectory she's been on. We go into so many details. And of course, last Friday, I was on it. It is my show, so once in a while, I am just the only person on the show. And of course, I'm a pet psychic and an empath. So talk about how to do things better, how to be with your pets better. It's all on YouTube. So I'm not going to give you the SBC Global Net long term. You can Google any of our names, and you will find us on there. And I'm hoping that, because these ladies, I want to thank you so much. You've done amazing work. And if you look at 2 weeks ago, you'll find all three of us there. Yay! And you should see Saul Squisha, because they're remote and I'm remote, and then the woman who owns the channel is remote. And it's just fun, because she truly loves these two women and has really, it's a really positive place. We love questions. You can always email us questions. We no longer do live calls or any of that kind of stuff, but we would love to have you. But this is some of the stuff that is going on with the CCL family, and I really want to honor both Corky and Dottie and thank you for making. I've already passed over the 60th episode, and so just can't believe it, and you guys have been a part of that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And you can get Dottie's on the CCL Insights, all the ones she did for last year.
Yeah.
And yours. No, I don't put mine on there. I only put his on there.
And hey, Sean and Mel. Oh,
Hey,
could you take a break from the packing? Yeah, we're going to be losing these two guys. They're moving down to Southern California, and so when we close today, please go up and talk to them and tell them you love them, and maybe we can woo them back every once in a while. It would be great to do that. Okay, Edward. You're masked. What?
We'll still join on Zoom.
Good. Thank you so much. Don't forget, there's coffee in the kitchen. Okay. And now I'd like for you all to get comfortable. Put your feet flat on the floor. Get yourself in a state. Just close your eyes. We're going to take you in a guided meditation. So just follow the sound of my voice. Each one of you is a beautiful, absolutely perfect child of the Creator. The creative spirit is within you. It walks with you wherever you go. Some of you get in touch with that spirit through prayer, through song, through words, through writing. However you feel connected to that creative spirit of God, right now, open up and allow it to come flowing through. You know that feeling. That feeling when you breathe in, you breathe in love. And when you exhale all that isn't. So as I'm talking right now, start breathing that way, taking in a deep breath. Breathe in love. And when you exhale, just exhale all that isn't. Love is a gift that God has given us. It's not about the differences. It's about the sameness that we're here. That sameness is that knowledge that we are important. We are gifted. We are loved. And the presence of the Creator is with us at all times. However you were raised, right now, picture that energy you see as God. And as you take another deep breath, feel that energy. Starting with the very bottom of your feet, bring in God's energy. Bring it all the way up to your root chakra and feel it opening up for you. That connection you have with the earth. And then bring it up. Bring it up to that place that we call the sacral energy. Some people call it the sexual energy. Whatever you call that energy you're bringing up from Mother Earth, feel it opening up that chakra. And now come up to your solar plexus. Your solar plexus has the color of yellow because it is about understanding, about knowledge, about knowing things. When you feel it in your gut, just open up that wonderful chakra. And now come on up to your heart and see a green glow around your heart. And know that this is about healing, this is about love, this is about you being in touch with who you are. And up to your throat, and that is a wonderful place where you talk, where you let people know how you represent the Creator on the planet. And that is that wonderful throat chakra. And now bring that energy up to your third eye. And this is a wonderful place for you to think of opening up. As you open up your third eye, you begin to see things differently, feel things differently, and become aware of who you are as a special individual. And that color there is a wonderful indigo. A little bit of blue with a little bit of purple. And it vibrates. Some people, when they know something and they don't know how they know it, that part of their forehead vibrates. Now let's go to the very, very top. Your crown chakra. The top of your head, the crown, is what connects you every day, walking and talking as a beautiful child of spirit. And it's violet. And it vibrates and shines. And now if you put all these together, the red and the orange and yellow and blue and green, indigo and violet, you realize you're a walking rainbow. A rainbow is a sign that there might be a lot of rain, but there will be a sign that comes from God that says the times will get better. Now just feel yourself sitting up straight, letting the God energy flow in through the crown chakra and go all the way down your body into the roots of the earth, into Mother Earth. And you're connected. And you're feeling the vibration of life. And now just sit here and listen to our wonderful Tim Morrow, who has a song for us this morning. And you're going to open your eyes and just feel that beautiful energy within you.
Like all things, this too shall pass, but the eternal truth is something we must not forget. Don't be driven by fear and rage. Those emotions are notoriously inaccurate. What lies in the past and before our eyes are small matters compared to what lies within. However dark the night, the dawn will always break. So let's wake up to watch the sun rise. We're all in this life together. No matter how we subdivide by us and them, when we learn to recognize our oneness, that's when the lion will lie down with the lamb. What lies in the past and before our eyes are small matters compared to what lies within. However dark the night, the dawn will always break. So let's wake up to watch the sun rise. However dark the night, the dawn will always break. So let's wake up to watch the sun rise. Let's wake up to watch the sun rise.
Wow, thank you so much. Fantastic.
And for those of you who like to sleep in, think of it as the sunrise of your new experience.
That's great. Yeah, this is the first time Tim has been singing here in this place, and we're so glad to have you. Thank you so much for sharing that. And for those of you who are new, I'm the Reverend Doti Boon. I'm trying to introduce everybody today, and so find out who we are and where we are. Now, speaking of who we are and where we are, we have somebody that is going to be talking about who do you think you are, and that is our wonderful speaker, Minister Lani Broderick. And Lani, this is your first time speaking in front of us, so folks, be gentle with her, okay? Lani.
Oh boy.
I'm going to move over here, okay?
Yes.
So you can, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. I'm going to move away from you so the camera can be on you, doesn't that? Just to make you feel a little more scared.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll help.
That'll help. Yeah.
So hi everybody.
Hi. And Lani, you have a clock here. You have 20 minutes. How about that?
20 minutes. Okay, I hope I can fit it in.
If you don't, go over a bit. And I promise I won't make you wrong if you go over a bit, okay?
All right. Also, welcome everybody in YouTube land. Okay. So, most of you know I work in a crystal shop. And I was in there the other day and I said, ooh, I need something because I'm giving a talk. And I just grabbed this crystal put it in my pocket, and I got the card for it, and it's Sodalite. And it says, unites logic with intuition and opens spiritual perception, stimulates the pineal gland and the third eye, and deepens meditation, instills a drive for truth, making it possible to stand up for one's beliefs, eliminates mental confusion, oh boy, and brings about emotional balance and calms panic attacks.
Yay!
I need this, you know.
So where's the stone?
It's right here in my hand.
Okay.
This little guy.
Wow, does all that.
Yeah, it does all that. Hopefully. So
We trust it.
we trust it, yes. So who do we think we are? That's a good question. We've been told a lot of different things. You know, you wake up in a body after jumping from heaven, saying, yay, I can't wait to go on this wonderful experience. And the minute we're born, our parents look at us and they go, you're Lani, or you're Annie, or you're Corky, or whoever you are. And we go, oh, okay, that's who I am. That's who I am. Okay. Then they tell us all other kinds of things, you know, like you got a great personality, you know, oh, you're a good kid, and all of this. So we start believing them. They're our parents. They're telling us, you know, we have to believe them. They know, they're older than us. And so we go on, and then pretty soon they're telling us there's this fat fellow with a beard, and he brings presents on Christmas. And little rabbits that run around with baskets and bring us eggs, and little leprechauns that hide things from us, you know. And we believe them. Everything we're told, it's input into our brains. We believe them. They're our parents. They love us. They have to tell us the truth. And then we find out there's no Santa Claus. Oh boy. They lied to us. Oh my goodness. Who can I trust? And Easter Bunny, didn't seem logical anyway. You know, come on. But I believed them, you know. Who knows? This world, anything can happen. So we begin to wonder, you know, what is the truth? What is not the truth? You know, am I really Lani? So, a little bit older, and they take us to church. Okay, here goes. They tell us we're these lowly beings. You know, we could never compare to the great all company of heaven and wonderful angels and all of that. We're to bow down to all of these beings because, you know, we're just little things. And that doesn't feel right. But that's okay. They told us we got to believe it, you know. They've been around a lot longer than me. And so I believe it. And, oh, yeah. And not only that, if you're not behaving, if you're not good, you're going to go to this place called hell where you burn forever. So that's kind of strict. You know, whoa, I can't even wrap my brain around that one. And if you're raised a Catholic like I was, then you're also told that there's a place called Purgatory if you do little sins. If you lie a little bit or you know, treat somebody mean, those kind of things could send you to a place that's kind of a void. Okay, a purgatory where nothing's going on and you're bored to pieces, you know. So and then they tell you if you don't get baptized, you're going to limbo. Now that is a void. You do not even exist there. That would really be boring. So you know, I'm like, oh, this is not making sense. This part of me is going, this is not making sense. This is getting the input. This believes it. Okay? This believes that is the truth. But this one's waking up trying to tell you, no, it's not. There's something bigger. There's something better. You're not Lani. Oh. Who do I listen to now? Wait, I thought I was. I thought it was my body. I thought it was my personality. Who am I? You know, I know who I think I am, but who am I? So I started asking the question, come on, source of all love and light, who am I? And the one thing the masters say, especially my master, Jesus, at that time said, if you ask, you receive. I'll give you the answers. And they do, in very strange ways. They do.
Yeah.
And all this has experienced a time when we've heard the truth. You know, and it sends this spark here that sends electricity through our body, and this joy comes, and we know it's a truth. It's our truth. And so what do we believe, this or this? We've had many, many lifetimes, if you believe in reincarnation, where this input has been basically, we're little itty-bitty whatevers below everything else, except for maybe animals. And I can't even believe that. They're so wonderful. So it's like, how do we change that? You know, our masters have told us, you are the same as us. You can do miracles as we do. You can levitate. You can do all that we do and even greater. Why have we not embraced that? Why have we not embraced that? Why aren't we levitating? You know, what's stopping us from levitating? What's stopping us from healing our bodies? We're one with all that is. We're a part of the divine source, and we co-created this body. We can heal it, we can mend it, we can grow new teeth, we can, grow new organs if we embraced our divinity. How can we embrace that? We haven't. After the masters came, thousands of years, nobody listened. Nobody believed what they said. We believed what the old input was. Okay. The old input of you're just a lowly being, and if you sin, you might as well forget it. And it might as well be bad. Since I already blew it, I'm going anyway.
There you go.
So, and a lot of people believe that. A lot of people believe they already blew it, so they might as well just keep going, keep doing bad things, and it doesn't matter. And this is sad. The one way that we can embrace who we are is listen to that truth. Okay? Listen to that truth in our heart and follow that. And reprogram this. Now, how do we reprogram this? There's a lot of ways. By listening to teachers and masters who tell us the truth. Okay? And that's good input. Our heart knows what's good input. It will tell us. Okay? It will tell us this is right. That's the truth. Because it makes you feel good. It makes you happy. It brings you peace and you feel healed. Anything that's not true, you're going to feel sick. And it doesn't set right in the body. Okay? One thing you can do is start detaching yourself from your body by saying, this is not who I am. I'm not the body. This is a vehicle I created to run around down here. And, there's something greater. I'm something greater. I'm a part of something bigger. We must keep telling our brain the truth. So I set out a bunch of decrees that can be said. And my old Reiki master told me that the brain must hear something 1,000 times before it finally gets it, before it finally knows it's the truth. And then it will it will kick that memory of it being the truth, and that whole energy will go through your whole body. And I'm sure some of you experienced that when you've heard the truth, and when you get that aha moment, this wonderful peace and love and joy and everything fills your body, and you go, wow, it's free. The truth will set you free. It will set you free. So with decrees, if you say them 100 times, and you don't have to do it now, but say them in increments of 3. Maybe once a day, twice a day. And they're to be said very quickly and very loudly. So I'll just do one for example to show you how to do it. And it is, I am the living light, light, light. I am the presence of God, I am. I am the open door which no man can shut. I'm here, I'm there, I'm the only presence everywhere. I am the living light, light, light. I am the presence of God, I am. I am the open door which no man can shut. I'm here, I'm there, I'm the only presence everywhere. I am the living light, light, light. I am the presence of God, I am. I am the open door which no man can shut. I am here, I'm there, I'm the only presence everywhere. So you say those in increments of 3s as quickly and as loudly as you can. And then feel your body, how the truth will send peace through your body. And the more you do it, the more peaceful, the more joyous, the more real you feel. So there's a few of them there that you can have and that you can use. And pretty soon the body will, and the brain will, the heart and the brain will connect, and there will be one. And who knows, maybe you'll start levitating in a couple of years.
Like it.
Yeah. So there's also meditation. There are things that bring you to that higher level of truth. But it's very important now, with the state of the world and everything, that we do the work, that we do everything we can to become enlightened, to really, really embrace the truth of who we are. Okay? And stop living the lie. Stop living the lie that this is my body. This is who I am. Because the hardest thing, and my personality, we get attached to that. And I've seen a couple of people leave their bodies, and they're so attached to their personalities that they can't leave this plane. They don't want to let go of that, their body or their personality. And so you need to talk to them and say, that's not who you are, you're somebody greater, and help them to move on. So it's important that we do that before we get to that place, before we leave our bodies. Most of us have had experiences where after we had been told lies for a long time, and we ask, as the Master said, ask and you shall receive, that give us confirmation as to the truth, what the truth is. And I can remember when I was 7 years old, and I lived in the country, and we would go to this Quonset hut. Does everybody know what a Quonset hut is? It's a little thing, metal building, elongated, and we would have movie night there once a month. And I went with my brother, but we had to walk through the dark forest to get there. And after the movie was over, it was very, very dark, and my brother forgot me.
Oh, no.
So I'm walking through the forest with no light, nothing, and I'm like, how am I going to get home? How am I even going to see my way to get home? So I sat on this log that I found, that I felt, and I cried, and then I prayed. And I said, please, somebody, if you're out there, please show me the way home. And when I opened my eyes, there was like this, I'd say, angelic glow of light that filled the forest. And the moon was not out. It was almost like moonlight, but there was no moon. And I'm looking around, and it's light. I'm like, I got chills, and I'm going, thank you. There's really somebody there. and then I knew that somebody was really there. And I walked home and my dad gave me a silver dollar because I was so brave.
Yay.
And my brother got in trouble. So, you know, we all have experiences that show us that, you know, we belong to someone else, and there are those that really love and care for us, and they do hear us and they do help us. Another incident that happened was I was really broke at one point. I couldn't even make my rent. I couldn't do anything, you know. And I was going to SRF, which is Self-Realization Fellowship, Paramahansa Yogananda. And here again, you know, I'm praying, Paramahansa, for once in my life, could I experience joy? I'm always worried. Could I just experience joy? And then I let it go. So I go to SRF the next morning. That was a Saturday night. Sunday, I walk in and we're doing meditation. And after meditation, Susie, who was one of the helpers there, came up and she said, Paramahansa came to my husband this morning and said, give this to you. So this is from my husband. And it's for you. And I opened it up and it was $1,000. First I cried, and then I was filled with so much joy. And the joy wasn't the $1,000. The joy was, they're really there. They're really there. This proves to me beyond a doubt, that God is there, that the masters are there, that everybody is there for us. All we have to do is ask. And then I knew the truth. I am a part of something greater, you know, and something greater loves me and thinks I'm worth this, you know. I am worthy. So there's so many more stories like that that I have been blessed with that have shown me the way. And yeah, I'm just very grateful. So there's a lot of things that we don't know about ourselves. You know, we know some things. But how many of you know about the threefold flame?
Are you saying flame or flame?
Flame.
Flame, okay.
Threefold flame.
I
Okay?
don't know if I do or not.
It sits right here in our hearts, in a little chamber in our hearts. And when you see pictures of Jesus and Mary and they have the Sacred Heart, that's what this is. Only ours is about this big, sitting in here, okay? But if we live in here, it grows, okay? If we come from our heart and we listen to our heart, it begins to grow. The flames get bigger. And the threefold flame, love, wisdom, and power. This is where all the wisdom is. This is where all the power is. This is where all the love is. Okay? So we have tools within our beings that can bring us home to the truth of who we are. So there's even a decree in the package there, how to expand the threefold flame.
And you've got 2 minutes.
Okay. Also, 2 minutes, really. That went fast. Yes. So, earlier I was hearing Doti and Tammy talking about their names. And she says, I am Doti. Tammy says, I am Tammy, and it's spelled with an I. Associating that this is your body, that is your name. You know, my name is. Associate with heaven. Associate with your etheric body. It has another name, and you can give it a name. So, one of the things, where did I put that note? Okay, so, we are, in essence, and in truth, the spark of divinity. Okay? We need to include ourselves with the company of heaven. They told me, I used to pray when I'd get the prayer request. And I go, Lord, I put so-and-so in your hands for healing. And they're going, no, put them in our hands. You're a part of us. Start including yourself. That's another way to get yourself used to being a part of the whole, a part of all that is. So you include yourself. When you walk out and you see a beautiful sunset, go, wow, look at what we created. We're brilliant, you know? So start including yourself in that. Or you see a beautiful bird or something, say, wow, we're just so brilliant, you know, that we created all of this. Give yourself credit as being a part of the divine. And then with the decrees, that will help program your brain so that once it knows this truth, it will match your heart. And I'm praying one day then we can levitate, because I know when I was a kid, I thought I could fly. We all did, you know, and that was a natural thing for us to want to fly. Because in heaven, we're used to it. Okay. So anyway, my new name that I've given myself since we're Spark of Divinity is Sparky. With an I. That's a good idea. With an I. So hopefully we can all do this and raise our consciousness, and in our lifetime we'll be able to levitate and to astral travel. Okay. And all have sacred hearts. Showing. Yeah. And so many blessings. And listen to your heart. And ask. Don't be afraid to ask. They will always, always, always answer your questions. With some kind of wonderful something.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Good job.
Lani, I'm sorry. I know you had so many wonderful things to go and to tell us, and we
That's
had
okay.
to rush you a little bit. Sorry about that. It's when you get up here, it's amazing. It's like the microphone opens up your brain. You start thinking of all sorts of things. I've got a mask here too, and that you didn't even know you were going to say, and they start coming out. I think that's where everybody channels. Is it put them behind a microphone and say, just talk. Right. And it's like automatically spirit can start coming through us. So if you haven't signed up to give a talk, please do. I know, Chris, did you find that when you were doing a talk that things came through that you weren't sure were going to come through?
Maybe.
Yeah. Many. Isn't that wonderful? Now, Chris, can I make the announcement that next week, please get here early. We're starting something new. We're going to be doing some motion that's going to help your body get connected to spirit. Chris is an expert at doing physical movement, and we're going to just have a little area over here, and you can be doing it sitting down. We're going to have chairs, and that's going to start at quarter till 11. It'll wake up your body, wake up your mind, wake up your brain, so you can start understanding more of what Amina is going to be talking about. You're next week, and that is April 1st, right?
No,
April 3rd. Okay. So, whoops. And guess what we've got coming in? We've got food. This food is donated to us here from the Center for, I was going to say Center for Creative Living. No, it's not. It's by the Billy Frank Center. And it's going to be put out on these tables. Please take something before you leave. Okay?
donated by Trader Joe's.
Donated by, yes, Trader Joe's has donated this food. So we're really excited about that. Annie, do you want to pass the basket and then do a prayer? You pass the basket and you can do the closing prayer. Anybody help Annie pass the basket?
Usually it's like, Mel.
Mel, could you, hey Chris, could you help pass the basket, please?
We've only got 2 baskets.
Chris, Brown, can you help pass the basket?
I will.
Oh, or either Chris. Chris, you're up. Okay.
We've got 2 baskets. We've got.
I will.
No.
Oh, okay, Mary.
Volunteering?
Everybody wants to receive money. I like this. Okay.
I think Anne wanted to.
Okay, here we go.
I want to do it.
Yay!
You can do the other one.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. And while the basket comes to you, if right now your funds are kind of low, just send a blessing to the basket so people can do
Drinks
this.
is in the cart.
Okay. And what did you say, Corky?
I patted him on the butt and said, your bench is in the car.
Oh, excuse me while Corky pats Mel's butt. Okay, that's another spiritual thing we do. Who knows? And after the basket is passed, Annie is going to do a closing meditation. And it's a completely. She didn't realize she was going to do this.
I didn't realize that I wasn't passing the basket.
So it gives you a chance to come up here, Annie.
I guess it does.
Yay! Before I do my closing prayer.
This is our Associate Pastor.
Hey!
Good morning. So let's take a moment here. And Mel, could you just hold those up for a moment, please? And then let's bless our baskets.
And for those of you who don't know, it's on the back of your program. It's a blessing for the basket.
The sacrament of giving.
Sacrament of giving.
So giving to the ministry from which we receive our spiritual support and nurturing is an affirmation in consciousness of the truth that Spirit is the prospering power enriching every area of our lives. So it is. Would you take all the prayers up? Well, thank you. So the whole time that Lani was speaking and looking at her declarations and everything made me think about Virginia Scene. And how many here knew Virginia Scene? Quite a few of us. And what did she always say? And you guys are going to learn this really fast. We are the light of the world. So this is what we are. We are the light of the world. Because Creator did not make us to be separate. Creator made us to be one. Tim's song spoke about that. Lonnie's talk spoke of that. So you can go ahead now, Ed, if you want. So let's all close our eyes and take a nice deep breath in. Let's breathe in love, light, oneness, joy, energy, everything that is all a part of the Creator, who we truly are. We are that spark of the divine. And then as we breathe out, we breathe out everything that is not. All of our doubts, our fears, everything that makes us less than. That's just our egos, that's just the small parts of us. We are so much more, so let's breathe in what we are truly. Hold that for a moment. Give it love and breathe out. Creator takes all of everything that's not, that we set aside. Creator takes that all for us and transmutes it, gives it to the Mother Earth to transmute it. It could be transmuted into a flower, it could be transmuted into a bird, you just never know. A Creator takes it and puts it someplace in a way that is positive. Dearest Mother, Father God, dear Creator, thank you for this wonderful, beautiful day. Thank you for our lives, and thank you for this opportunity for us to be together. We are so wonderfully thankful for all the love that we share, not only here in this room with this community, and that we share with all of our brothers and sisters that are on Zoom and on YouTube, but for those who don't even know about us. They don't have to know about us because our love is big enough to be sent out. And when somebody feels their flame open within their heart, it could be our love that they're feeling because we are one with you, Creator. We are so grateful for that opportunity all the time to be able to share our love, to be able to be that love. We give thanks for all the miracles that happen every single day, and we give thanks for the loving energies that are ours to be a part of this world. We are so thankful that we still have first responders. We are so thankful that we have doctors and nurses. And we also are thankful for the fact that so much is opening up and becoming more and more open for us to share and care. Smiling is a big way. Creator, thank you. Thank you for teaching us our oneness. And thank you for blessing not only this day, but blessing every day and everywhere that we go. We know that you are with us always. When we look into a baby's eyes, we see you smiling back at us, and we are smiling at that baby through you. We are oneness. We are the light of the world. We are joy incarnate. And that's all thanks to you, magnificent Creator. And it can be put into any way that we want to put it, whether we see you as Buddha, as Jesus, we see you as Moses, as Muhammad, as any power, master, energy. The only difference between them and us was they recognized their divine spark, and they shared it, and they opened it up. So all that they are, we are, and more. And we thank you for this. And as we go out into this beautiful week, and we go out into the world, we would always hold this within our hearts, every minute of every day. We say, thank you, Creator. Thank you for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be, amen. And so it is.
So it is. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much, Annie. This was such a spur-of-the-minute thing to ask you for that. And I want all of you this week to put the Ukraine in your prayers. We have the sunflowers up here to remind us that that is the flower representing Ukraine. And just like the sunflower, we want the country to start blossoming and blooming. And know that we're supportive and we're here. And I think every one of you needs to realize how powerful you are. You feel like you're just one person. And as I said before, if all the raindrops said, I'm just one raindrop, I'm not going to rain. That's why we'd be in a drought in San Jose, okay? So you are important. You putting out your energy can move mountains. I want to thank Tim so much for being here. I want to thank our wonderful Ed. And Ed and Corky have been talking about maybe somebody would like to learn how to operate some of the equipment that we have here to give Ed a break. He's looking forward to taking a holiday. And Corky is going to go in for surgery for her arm. So this isn't happening for another month or so. But we would need some help here to be able to take care of the microphone, to be able to take care of all the things that Ed is doing in the Zoom. So if you're interested and this is something you know how to do, please talk to Ed. Talk to Ed anyway. He's got a lot of ideas and he's a delightful man. And we couldn't have done it without him. Thank you so much, Eduardo. Please have some coffee, gather some food to take home with you. And we're excited about learning about Ramadan next week. And we will see you then. Thank you so much for coming. Bye now.